I'd like to take a look at some new visibility that Acumatica is providing in inventory planning when it comes to forecasting accuracy. So I think that we can all agree that every forecast that's ever been made has been wrong. It's just a matter of how wrong it is. And so we'll take a look at ways that you can manage this while the forecast is actually active in order to change your plans as necessary. Now, I want to remind you before we actually look at the forecast that Acumatica does have tools available for you to generate your forecast for demand planning in the inventory planning module. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're talking with your lead consultant to take advantage of that. And so what we'll take a look at is that Acumatica has added some new views, forecast summary by period, and then we can also see a detail of the booked order history against that forecast so that you can do planning and adjustments, because quite frankly, I think the last several months have proven that we need to be able to adjust on the fly. And so let's go ahead and take a look at Acumatica's forecast, and we're going to use the top line here as our example. When we look at this, we'll see that there is a monthly forecast of 5 units from December through June of this year. And previously, it would be a combination of generic inquiries in order to analyze performance against the forecast, whereas now you'll see Acumatica has added some side panels to the view. And with this, we have a forecast versus sales view where it actually looks at the forecast by period and compares the forecast with the actual quantity. And with this, you can get an idea of your forecast accuracy period by period while you're still active. It's not necessarily data that you have to extract from. You can actually look at the forecast while it's active and make adjustments in order to accommodate changes. Now, in this, you'll see that we do have some periods with some variances where we missed it by 40%. And so let's take a look at what that period in December of 2024, what caused that variance. And so if we go to the forecast by sales details screen and we look at the December of 2024, again, this is the side panel, and we can see that we actually have an order here. As we review it and we look at what we know about our business, we didn't expect New York Cares to order anything. And so that's causing our variance. But in this, you've got real-time data to make decisions and flex your planning on in this time of uncertainty. So Acumatica is taking those steps to give you visibility to the data that's already been in the system, but now they're making it more accessible for you and more usable so that you can make better decisions for your forecasting and planning. Now, what I want to take a look at is a new feature that really simplifies a process that many companies are dealing with on a regular basis, especially when they're dealing with customers paying by credit cards, and the customers are changing the orders, or perhaps you're having to wait on quoting freight before you can actually give them a solid total for the order. And so with this, we'll show you an example here where Star America Toys has ordered a water bottle from the website. And we have authorized a payment for the one order, but they've called into customer service and they said, customer service, I really think I'm going to like that bottle, so go ahead and give me 2. And so as customer service changes the quantity to 2, now they need to update the amount that's authorized for on the credit card. And so if you'll remember, the process used to be that you'd have to void the authorization, and that didn't always hit the customer's card immediately. It had to go through processing. And so any type of additional authorization would take additional credit off of the card, which may run into problems for the customer. So now Acumatica has built into the feature where you can use the increase authorized amount function that now takes the authorization for $27, the original one, and allows us to update it to the order total. And it's a matter of opening the window, validating the amount, and clicking the increase button. It reaches out to the processor and simply increases the amount of the authorization. No voiding of the authorization, no reauthorization. It's simply a transaction that you can provide your customer with a high level of service in order to maintain their loyalty. So this is another step where Acumatica is taking to make sure that they're putting features in the system that allow you to better serve your customers.